Katrina here from Katrina Clayton, building a food forest in Scotland. Today, on this absolutely gorgeous day in spring, we're going to be looking at all the things that we planted in here a few weeks ago. So let's have a look, shall we? So here's our centerpiece of our cherry tree. Last year, this only had leaves on it, so this is the first year that we've actually had some gorgeous blossom on it. And underneath here, we have now got some rosemary and some chives. There's also some rope that's been thrown in there. We're using this rope, which is made from coconut core, to make our trellises across the back. So this is our pathway mini food forest in raised beds. So we've got some chives in there. Our new strawberry crowns down there are just starting to leaf up. This is our blueberry, which is just starting to bud up too. Moving along to the raspberry cane that we added that is leafing up brilliantly. Strawberries, chives. So it's usually a set of plants that go in together. So we add in a fruit bush, and then underneath we then have our herbs, which is chives. Sometimes there's rosemary in there, and then underneath is the ground cover, which is then strawberries. Still to be added to this section are our sweet peas. So there'll be sweet peas growing up all the way along the back section of this raised bed. This is one of our bigger raspberries and it is coming along great. So the sweet peas will be growing along the back up the trellis. They are a nitrogen fixing, so they're just going to help give all of these plants a little boost as well. There's a blueberry there. Here's some more raspberries that we had planted last year. You can see they're coming up all over the place. There's strawberries, chives. So it's the same set every time. So this is the new section that we planted up about 4 weeks ago now. So these were all brand new canes, new strawberry plants, new raspberries that went in. So we then come along and you can see you've got your chives and strawberries all at the bottom. This is a honeyberry. Now, when I planted this had a lot more flowers on. So I'm surprised to only see there's one on here now. You need to have 2 honeyberries for them to pollinate together. So this is the second one. And again, this had a lot more leaves on when I planted it. So hopefully they'll be okay. Strawberry plants, strawberry crowns that are in there. This is a red currant that had nothing on it when it's planted. So it's great to see that there's leaves coming on those. This is a black currant and I'm not entirely sure what's going on with this one. All the leaves are starting to crinkle and die off. It can't be lack of water because all the rest are thriving, and also we've had a lot of rain, so I'm going to keep my eye on that one. These next 2 planted together are blackberries and they're doing great as well. Then we come to the existing section across there that is then again got the blueberries and the raspberries that we'd already had planted in that section. And again, underneath, we've got our chives. So the chives are in there next to everything because they are a great pest deterrent. So companion planting with chives is a must for us. So every single thing we plant, we then add a chunk of chives because it just helps with everything. So this is the string that we used last year. It's got no plastic in it at all, so it's completely compostable. But you can see that it just has not lasted well at all. When we removed our peas and our sweet peas off them over the autumn, they were breaking. So that's why we're now putting up that a lot stronger core rope or string across our trellis. So we haven't got to that side yet. This is our archway that we're hoping to add on the other side to grow our peas across. Last year we just added them to the back of the trellis, but they were so long, even though they were dwarf borlotti beans, they grew up and they grew long. So we're going to be putting it just here. So we want them to be able to grow up and over. These are our fruit cage poles that we took apart, and we're basically just making different shapes with them now. And then we will add the string, the rope to the back and make a trellis and put it all the way atop. So we're using as much as we can that we already have from the garden. We try not to add anything that we don't need. We try not to buy anything that we don't need. But this area is coming along beautifully, so there'll be another update later in the year.